Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Primetime Gaming. We are back with another roster prediction video for July 21st. Starting off with the Orioles, we have Kevin Gausman. They've yet to downgrade him this year, but he really deserves one. He has a 6.39 ERA and a 1.79 WHIP. So definitely some decreases in the hits per nine and walks per nine. I think it'll go down to 74 overall. Now for the Red Sox, we have Dustin Pedroia. Could get a decent upgrade. I mean, he's hitting 307, and he is hitting 372 versus lefties. He's not hitting for much power, only 5 home runs, but I think you can get that contact versus lefty up. It's not in a ton of at-bats, but I think it could go up a little bit. I don't think it'll go up to a diamond, but I think it'll go up to an 89 overall. Now for the Yankees, we got Dellin Betances. Definitely deserving of a downgrade in walks per nine. He is walking 7.76 batters per nine. So definitely give him an upgrade there, and I think that takes him down to a gold. Not really changing his value too much, or will change his value, but he'll still be a very solid relief pitcher and easier to pick up. Now for the Rays, we got Jacob Faria. Since getting called up, he has been excellent for the Rays. He got a Player of the Month card. He has a 2.0 ERA and a 0.98 WHIP. So give him a bunch of per nine upgrades, and I think he goes up to a 79 overall. Now for the Blue Jays, we got Josh Donaldson. Since coming off the disabled list this year, he has not been the Donaldson of old. He's hitting 246 with 9 home runs. I think that could result in some slight downgrades. I don't think they downgrade him too much, but I think that could get him down to a 93 overall if you decrease the contact and some power a little bit. But the 93 would be about where it's at. Now for the White Sox, we got Miguel Gonzalez. He is struggling as well. The White Sox had a fire sale, and this guy is probably one that not many teams are interested in. He has a 4.89 ERA, a 1.51 WHIP, so give him some per nine downgrades, and he goes down to a 72 overall. Now for the Indians, we have Corey Kluber. He has been lights out since returning from the disabled list. He has a 2.86 ERA and a 0.96 WHIP, and he's striking out 12.07 batters per nine. So give him some upgrades in Ks per nine and hits per nine as well. He has been absolutely electric. I think he goes up to a 94 overall. Now for the Tigers, we got Justin Wilson. Here's a gold watch for this week. We got a 2.29 ERA and a 0.91 WHIP. So give him some per nine upgrades and hits per nine, Ks per nine, and some walks per nine. And I think he goes up to an 86 overall. Next up for the Royals, we got Eric Hosmer. Didn't upgrade him last week as many people expected, but he's still been producing this week, so he's still in line for an upgrade. He's still hitting 314 and 325 versus lefties, so again, you got to increase that contact versus lefties, and I think that could take him up to an 85 now. Now for the Twins, we got Brandon Nitzler. He has been dominant as a closer for the Twins this year. He has a 2.18 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP, so definitely deserves per nine upgrades. Give him some Ks per nine as well, and I think he gets a significant upgrade to an 80 overall. Now for the Angels, we got Cole Calhoun. Great defensively, but at the plate he hasn't been producing too much this year, only hitting 241, so give him some contact downgrades. I think he falls to a 78 overall. Next up for the Athletics, we got Sonny Gray. As of late, he has been outstanding. He's been at the center of a lot of trade talk, and his stock is going up with his latest outings. He's a 3.72 ERA and a 1.16 WHIP. I think he could go up slightly to an 83 overall. Nothing too significant, but an 83 overall for Sonny Gray. Now for the Mariners, we got Nick Vincent. Vincent has been very good this year. He's a 2.08 ERA and a 1.05 WHIP. Give him some per 9 upgrades. I think he goes up to an 82 overall. Now for the Rangers, we have Cole Hamels. He has been really good lately. He's a 3.05 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP. So he deserves an upgrade. I think he goes up to an 87 overall. Could be a good solid lefty to use in some rotations, and I think he is definitely deserving of this upgrade. Next up, we have Yulieski Gurriel for the Astros. Really good pickup for them. He is hitting .295 with 11 home runs. So give him some contact versus lefties and some power as well. I think he goes up to a 78 overall. Now for the Braves, we got Johan Camargo. I predicted him last week to go up. He's still hitting really well with a .328 average. Still only has 1 home run, so the power is just not there. But the contact definitely is there, and I think they will reward him this week, putting him up to a 71 overall. Now for the Marlins, we got Marcell Ozuna. He has just not stopped hitting. He's hitting .316 with 23 home runs. I think they definitely need to upgrade his contact versus righty and some power versus lefty potentially as well. And I think that puts him up to a diamond at a 91 overall. Now for the Nationals, we got Bryce Harper. Since coming off the All-Star break, he has been on an absolute tear. He's hitting .337 with 24 home runs. So give him another upgrade. Increase the contact versus righties, possibly a little bit versus lefties as well. I think he goes up to a 96 overall. Now for the Mets, we got Jacob deGrom. This one might happen. I'm not too sure. I think it will happen in the near future because he has been really good as of late. He's a 3.48 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP, but he's been dominant lately, and I think it's going to happen. It's inevitable, but it's a matter of when. I think it could happen this week, and if it does, I think he's going to go up to 91 overall. Be a very good, solid pitcher in Diamond Dynasty. Now for the Phillies, we got a very overdue upgrade, Pat Neshek. Don't know what the hesitation is with this guy. He's a 1.17 ERA and a 0.83 WHIP. Give him some per 9 upgrades. I think he deserves definitely to go gold at an 85 overall. Now for the Cubs, we got another reliever, Carl Edwards Jr. He needs another upgrade. He is a 2.11 ERA and a 0.99 WHIP. Give him some walks per 9. I think he could possibly max out the hits per 9. And I think he could increase some of the control as well. He has been really good for the Cubs this year as a reliever. Well, they don't have too many outstanding ones. And I think he goes gold at an 85 overall. Now for the Reds, we have Rafael Iglesias. He's a 1.61 ERA and a 0.94 WHIP. Changing him to a closer has been really good for him. He has been dominant out of the pen this year, and he deserves another upgrade. I think he goes up to an 88 overall, becoming very solid as a longer relief pitcher, and I think he could be very good. Now for the Brewers, we got a downgrade for them. We got Junior Guerra, wherever he is, right here. He has been really struggling as of late. 4.77 ERA, 1.50 WHIP. Give him some decreases in the per 9s. I think he falls to a 72 overall. Now for the Pirates, we got Josh Bell. Got an upgrade earlier this year, but now he's starting to turn it up a little bit more. He's only hitting .241, but still his contact stats are a little bit low. And he does have 17 home runs, so I definitely think you need to increase the power stats mainly, but possibly some power or contact versus left, and I think he goes up to a 77 overall. Now for the Cardinals, we've got Paul DeJong. He has been really good for them, hitting 295 with 10 home runs. So increased contact and some power. I think he goes up to a 79 overall. Now for the Diamondbacks, we got Robbie Ray. He has been a solid, I don't want to say pickup, but solid from where he was in the past. He has really stepped his game up this year. He has a 2.97 ERA and a 1.21 WHIP, so give him some per 9 upgrades. I think you could give him some control also. He has been locating the ball very well, so I think he goes up to an 84 overall. Now for the Rockies, we got another diamond upgrade. Charlie Blackmon. He keeps tearing the ball up. He is hitting 329, 331 versus lefties, so definitely deserves some contact for his left. He also has 23 home runs, so you could potentially give him a little bit more power depending on how much Coors Field plays a part of that. But definitely some contact for his lefty, and as a result, I think he goes diamond at a 90 overall. Now for the Dodgers, we have Alex Wood, potentially the best pitcher in baseball this year. He's a 1.56 ERA and a 0.88 WHIP. Definitely deserves a significant upgrade. I think he goes up to an 89 overall, giving him some per 9s and hits per 9, walks per 9, potentially Ks per 9 as well. But I think he goes up to an 89 overall. Now for the Padres, we got Carlos Asuaje. Since being called up, he's hitting 315, only 1 home run, but the average is definitely up there. So I think he deserves some contact upgrades. I think he goes up to a 74 overall. Now for the Giants, we got Brandon Crawford. He's been struggling really this year. In the World Baseball Classic, he was showing signs of being able to hit, but since starting the season, he's really struggled at the plate. Still a really good defender, but he's only hitting 226, 8 home runs. So give him some contact downgrades. I think he falls to an 85 overall. And that'll be it for the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.